All right, let's get over the main feed. And we're lights out. Cole with a good jump there over Nova. And he is going to take the top spot as he makes his way up the hill. But Nova with a good run into the corner. But you see BFD there once again. That's Affinity, sorry. We used to BFD being up to the front. It's Affinity now all over the back of Cole. As they make their way through all these twisty bits here through 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And it's Cole. Affinity Cooper started back in 5th, has made his way up to 3rd already. Gets past BFD and Cooper. Good fight up there in the front. Affinity able to drive through Cole to the point. So, and that's Affinity, Cole, Cooper, Nova, BFD. So they run this first lap with contact off. Kind of gives them a chance to shake things out where we're on the track here. We're making our way down that first long straight between turns 11 and 12. Affinity stretching his lead out a bit. He's got about a half a second already over Cole. Let's see if he can get a second gap there. Break that DRS. So we're lap 1 of 28 here. Affinity, Cole, and Cooper. Your top 3. But the whole field right now is really tight, all within about a half a second, all the way back to Murph. Murph with a little lock up there back here in that 7 spot. Good view looking up from the back of the field here where Murph's at, looking up. You see all 6 cars in front of him just weaving through these last final corners. And we'll get back up to the front here to see if Colder gets back around Affinities. They're going to come off this last corner, make their way up this front straightaway up the hill. And Affinity's going to take the point as they get up. Let's see if Cole can get a slow down in time. Do not run over him. Cole inside. Oh, Cooper into one a little bit hard. Everything you can to keep from running in the back of Cole right there. That's Affinity, Cole, Cooper, your top 3. As we start lap number 2 here at COTA for round 10 of the League of Misfits. Affinity looking really good right here. I think Affinity won. I think he picked up a win early on in the season, if I remember correctly. He did, so he does have 1 win to his belt here, or to his name this season with League of Misfits. And he's doing a really good job here at COTA. He's starting to stretch that lead out just a little bit. He's got about 0.6 of a second now over Cole, but Cole's coming back at him. And Cole's got Cooper, got his hands full with Cooper right here. DRS already open. Cooper looking to the inside. They make their way into turn number 12. And Cooper is going to get a good run under Cole. He's going to take over that P2 spot. So Cooper didn't qualify all that well back in that 5th spot, but he is making his way to the front. And he has now got his eyes set on Affinities to get that top spot away. Affinity, Cooper, Cole, your top 3. Cooper, the championship points leader right now. What is that, a 27-point lead? 17-point lead over Rated. Rated not here tonight, so Cooper's all he's going to do is stretch that point lead out. Affinity gets a little bit of a gap there on Cooper, almost 0.9 of a second, almost a full second there. It didn't look like that DRS really did Cooper any good either. So everybody's still within DRS range of each other, but Affinity's starting to stretch this out. Let's scroll through the field here a little bit. Good fight here with BFD and Nova. Actually, it's BFD on the back of Cole right here. Cole's now falling a little over a second back off of Cooper. So right now, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th kind of in a cold dirt DRS train here, it looks like. See that car wiggle just a little bit. Lets BFD close up on the back of him. As we're on lap number 3. And down that long straightaway there in the back. Let's see, BFD takes a lunge. He's knocking. I think he had a chance there to take a late lunge there at Cole, but he thought better of it and backed off, just kind of settled behind. Right now, all 7 cars still in a line. Take a look here from Logical's view. Looks like Murph might have fallen back just a little bit here. He's going to lose that DRS for Logical. Let's see if he can get within that second before they make it to the last corner. It looks like he's going to do it. So all the cars still in DRS range of each other, except for Cole's now falling back off of Cooper. The rest doesn't seem to be that big of an advantage up that hill. I think it looked like the best passing opportunity in that first DRS zone between turns 11 and 12. Take a good look here at Nova. Nova's really been picking it up here the last few weeks. And he is all over the back of BFD. BFD has usually been up towards the podium spots. Oh, big lunge there from BFD. Up underneath Cole, but he backs out of it. Good view here from Rusted, looking towards the front. He's got a good run on BFD. It looks like BFD might be just a little bit faster than Cole, as Cole's kind of slowing these guys back a little bit. Cole qualified on the pole, but so far his race pace has just not been there. And there's BFD going to make a move to the inside as they head into 12, and Rusted's also going to get by him. Cole's going to lose 2 spots right there. Is he going to lose 3? Team Mercedes still tucked in behind him, so Coulter loses. Oh, Coulter into the back of Nova. Looks like there's no damage. I don't see any damage on the front of. Don't see any damage on the front of Cole's wing or anything like that. So no harm, no foul. He got in the back a little bit, got Nova a little bit loose, but Nova was able to drive away. Unfortunately, that's going to drop Nova off the back of BFD. Let's see if he can make this ground up. He's about 1.2 seconds back. And you can see BFD now over 2 seconds back of this battle up in the front with Cooper and Affinity. Just took him a little bit of time to clear Cole. Let's see if he can make up that ground as well. So it looks like Nova getting just enough of a slipstream up that hill to close up some ground on BFD. Logical's worked his way around Cole now. So let's see Murph now looking to the outside of Cole. He's going to tuck in behind him as they head through turns 6 and 7 here. Murph off just a little bit. Oh, Murph gets a little bit loose there. Did Murph and Cole come together there? It looks like we've got a caution there in sector 2. So Murph got a little bit loose. Did he get some wing damage there? We've only got 2 camera angles, so yeah, it looks like the wing's intact. So let's see if Murph can make some ground back up on Logical. So I didn't see what happened right there, but we'll get back Cooper to the front. So we've got Cooper around. So Cooper and Affinity going back and forth, and Cooper is now around. So another caution. All right, so look. So a little bit of contact here. Cooper now falls back to 5th. All right, so now Affinity another almost a 2-second lead over BFD. Teammates in the Haas cars running 1-2 as we are on lap number 6. But Cooper, your points championship leader now, was in a fight there with Affinity. We kind of missed it. We were looking at what was going on in the back. Jumped up to the front as we saw Cooper spinning around. So I think a little contact with Affinity and Cooper. All right, so let's see. What do we got going on here? We got so everybody on mediums. Well, not everybody. BFD, Rusted, Logical, all on the hards. So Affinity on the mediums. So a little different team strategy there with the Haas cars. And that's the only team we have in full tonight. So it looks like Nova going to make his way around BFD for that second spot. And he's going to make up a lot of ground on Affinity. Nova looking really good here tonight here at COTA. Or this afternoon or this morning, whenever it is. Good fight here for second. There was a little contact there with Nova and BFD. And that is going to put Nova up into second. So Nova hunting for his first F1 league win. Looking really good here right now. He's made his way around BFD. So he's got his eyes set on Affinity about 1.7 seconds up the road. Go back here to Cooper. Cooper's now made his way back to the back of Logical here after going around a couple laps ago or lap ago. Sitting in that fifth spot. Let's see if he lunges into one. No, he's going to settle back behind in there. Just not close enough to make that lunge up the hill. We'll keep our eyes on this battle right here. I think Cooper charging back up to the front after getting spun around. Didn't see the contact there after spinning around, so he's going to see if he can get back up into the fight for the lead. He's only about if I do my math correctly, about 5 or 6 seconds off the point right now. So if he can get clear of Logical here within the next couple of corners. So here they come off that turn 11 down that long straightaway. Let's see if this DRS gives them enough of an advantage to get by Logical here as they head up the hill in turn number 12. And he is going to look to the inside, sorry. BFD inside of Nova as well, so a couple passes all happening at the same time. BFD and Nova going at it. Here for second and third. Cooper getting around Logical for fourth. Oh, Rusted a little wide there off the corner. Is going to let BFD get back into second. All this fighting going on back here is just letting Affinity get away. I see he's now 1.5 seconds out in front. We look back to the back here. Pole sitter Cole sitting back here. It looks like he's got both end plates off that nose wing. Looks like both sides of the end plates are off, so Cole's probably going to come in and get a wing here real soon. We'll get back this battle for second and third with Nova hunting down BFD. They make their way up into the first corner. He's going to tuck back in behind. Logical still holding on to the back of Cooper as well for that fifth spot or fourth spot. Infinity just holding about a 1.2 second lead, 1.1, but actually BFD and Nova are now running him down. BFD now within DRS range. If he can stay there as they get into the last corner, get some DRS up the hill, he might just pull Rusted along with him. We might have a 3-car race here for the lead here real shortly. Make our way around turn number 11, and here we are on that long straightaway going up into the speed trap, and BFD with the DRS here of his Haas teammate Affinity. Let's see how much ground he can make up before they make it to turn 12. He's not going to make enough room to make a pass. It doesn't look like. Oh, he is going to look to the inside. Affinity with a lockup. BFD looks to the inside, gives him a little room. Rusted coming back at us. We got a good 3-car fight here for the lead with Affinity, Rusted, and BFD. In the meantime, Cooper is now working his way back up. He's about 2 seconds back of this battle, but he's got his hands full with Logical, about 10th back. We'll stick up here on this battle up here for the front right now. Looking up at the other screen, we're going to pull this up right here so you can see Logical's view. There you go, little screen there on the right. You can see Logical and Cooper's battle as we look to the front, and BFD now made his way to the point, but he pulls off into the pits. BFD off into the pits. I think that's where he went. Yeah, he went down into the pits. It looks like maybe he did it without hitting the wall this time, as he did in qualifying. So BFD coming in and gets those mediums off. Assuming that was Affinity that peeled off into the pits. I'm sorry. Affinity to pits. BFD to the lead. I was making a joke about him not hitting the pit wall this time, and he didn't even go off in the pits. So BFD, Nova, and Cooper, your top three right now, as Affinity is now coming up on a new set of tires. So Affinity going to those hards 9 laps into this. Do you think it'll be a one-stop? Could be a 2-stop. It might be a little early for him to go all the way, but we'll see how he made it. 9 laps on those mediums. He might be able to go all the way on the hards. We'll see how that works out. But BFD and Nova right now. Good fight here for the top spot. Nova looking at the inside. He's going to make a run up on the inside of BFD here. BFD able to shut the door. But Nova going to hang on to see if he can stay tight here as they make their way around to that front straightaway, see if he can stay close enough. And we look back. Logical made his way around Cooper. We kind of missed that looking towards the front. So Logical back to third. Cooper a half a second back there in fourth now. We got a caution. We got a caution back in sector 2. Don't see what it was, though, so we'll get back up here to the front. Let's see if Nova can do anything and make it right in their last corner. He lost a little bit of ground getting in the corner there, but a little slip off the corner from BFD. Let's see if that gives Nova enough of an advantage. He's looking good. Got a good run up the hill going up into turn number 1. I think Nova's going to have the lead right here. Let's see if he can keep it tight. Makes a good turn right there into one, and he is going to take the lead. BFD coming back at him, but right now it's Nova out in front. Let's see. Nova looking really good right now, looking for his first F1 win. Let's see if he can get some space here on BFD. He's got some clean air right now. Let's see what he can do. He's been in dirty air most of this race. Let's see what he does when now that he's out in the front. But he is not shaking BFD right now. So let's see if BFD can return the favor as they head up into turn number 12. He's got a really good run. Let's see if he makes a lunge here as they get in the corner. And it looks like he's not going to do it. Nova's going to hold on to the lead. Nova, BFD, Cooper. Now Cooper back around Logical for third. You can see them back there. They're closing up on this fight now. We could have a 4-car battle here for the lead real shortly. I think, let's see here. Let's look at some tire details again. Cooper on the medium. I think Cooper's probably going to peel off here in a lap or two. See how long he stretches these medium tires. Nova and BFD still out there on the hards. Affinity on that brand new set of tires back there in the 6th spot. Let's see what he does with them. So, and we got BFD going to go back to the point. Up into turn number 1. Nova coming back at him with a little crossover. Going to try to go around the outside there, and Nova sticking right with him. He's going to have the inside line down here. But BFD is going to shut the door. BFD, Nova, Cooper, your top 3, and Cooper and Logical are both closing in on these top 2. Take a good look here from Nova. They head up into turn number 11. He's still within DRS range to see what he can do off the corner. Gets a good run in. Oh, he's going to have a good run off the corner right here. He's going to have DRS open. I think he's going to just drive right by BFD here. Going to make his way back into the lead as they head up into turn number 12. It's Rusted BFD. Let's see if Rusted can put some distance between BFD. Last time he took the lead, he was not able to shake him, and now you see Cooper. Cooper is right on the back of both these guys now, only 0.8 of a second away. After spinning earlier, Cooper's made his way back to the front. Not something these guys wanted to see. And he's bringing Logical along with him, so we got 4 cars all up here in the front, all within about 1.5 seconds of each other. We'll take a look here from Cooper as they make their way around the last couple of corners. Oh, Cooper's going to peel off. Going to try to undercut here. See if he can get some fresh tires on, come out with a really good outlap and make up some ground. So let's see how that works out for him. Rusted's still on the point, but only 0.2 of a second gap. BFD and Nova still fighting it out right here, and Logical is now also making his way up to this fight. Only 0.6 of a second back of that second spot. Logical looking really good to this portion of the track. They make their ways up to turns 10 and 11. I think this is going to be an exciting run down here between 11 and 12. We'll watch back here from Logical. I think he's going to have a great run off this corner. He closes up within about 0.5 second. Oh, he gets a little bit looser, loses some ground. We're going to go up here to BFD because I think BFD's going to have a run about halfway down the straightaway here. Going to take that lead back from Nova. He's going to look to the inside. Not really much Nova can do about it. And it's BFD back to the front. We look here at Logical's view. Nova fighting back hard. Trying to do a little crossover. Just wasn't enough. And now we are nose to tail with the top 3. Cooper making up some good time here on those new tires. Let's see if these guys come in and take on some tires this lap. You view here from the 3rd place car as they come around the last corner. Nobody gonna peel off into the pits. They're gonna stay on these hard tires for a while. And we got 3 cars all fighting for the lead right here. BFD on the inside and Nova up on the outside. Logical tucked behind both of them, just waiting for one of them to move so he can go somewhere. But BFD is going to hold on to that lead. Nova's going to sweep a little bit wide. Logical looks underneath. but just can't get alongside. And it's Nova back to the point. Nova, BFD, and Logical going, oh, BFD cuts that corner right there. But not, it didn't, even though he cut the corner, it didn't help him out. But Logical now to the inside of BFD. Good fight up out here in front. Rusted with BFD and Logical going at it for a second. Russ has been able to get away from about 1.3 seconds, 1.2 seconds. So no DRS help for BFD here. And I think Logical is going to go right past him for that second spot as they head up the hill. And definitely Logical now moving up into second. BFD tucked right up underneath behind him. Starting to look like the lap times once if my math is correct, once these guys start making pit stops, we're going to see Cooper at the point. We'll see how long he can run that set of hard tires for. Nova now separating himself 1.4 seconds out in front. Nova, Logical, BFD all over the back of Logical here. They head up into turn one, but not enough for a run to. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to make a move. Logical still 1.1 seconds back on Nova. And a new fastest lap from Cooper. What did we qualify in? The 132s, I think. So about 3 seconds off our qualifying pace. And it looks like our leaders here are getting ready to put a lap on. Was I looking at it wrong? I was looking at it wrong, sorry. So Nova out in front, 0.8 of a second back is Logical. And he is making up some ground quick. He's going to have DRS advantage. They come off for turn 11 right here. Let's see what kind of run he can get up in this long straightaway up into turn number 12. 0.8 of a second back right now. He got within half a second, but not enough to do anything. So top three all within about a half a second of each other. Affinity 11 seconds back. So, you know, I said Cooper was going to have lead. I forgot Affinity pitted earlier. So Affinity is going to be out front, but Cooper is all over the back of him. Let's see if anybody peels off in the pits here. So I think this is going to be our fight for the lead once the top three come into the pits, and it looks like BFD is going to peel off and get some tires. Nova. Oh, did BFD hit the wall again? BFD with a 3-second penalty for corner cutting or something. I didn't see what that was. Rusted and Logical. Logical likes to stretch these first run of tires as long as he possibly can. So let's see how long he stretches here. We've seen him do it week in and week out. I think this is going to be our fight for the lead right here. Affinity and Cooper. Affinity led a lot of this race early on. We're going to watch right here. We'll take a quick peek at Logical. Logical looking up underneath Nova. If you get a very good run off that corner right there and loses some ground. I think we're going to see Cooper get by Affinity here. He's 0.4 of a second back as they come off of turn number 11. Affinity with a little bit of a lockup. Let's see what Cooper can do here as they head up into turn number 12. I'm looking up at the front too. Logical not making a move, but here's Cooper. I think this is our fight for the lead right here. Cooper going to make his way around Affinity for that third spot. BFD with now with a 3-second penalty for corner cutting. I'm not sure where that was at, but penalty came up as he was entering the pits, so I don't know if he cut the corner entering the pits or what, but so BFD with a 3-second penalty back there in that fifth spot. All right, it looks like Logical's going to peel off. He's going to come in and take on some tires. That's going to leave Rusted out there. I believe that's going to leave him out there as the only car on the track without a pit stop, but still on the original set of tires. Cooper 3 spots up, now up into second. But he is going to take the lead as soon as Nova comes in, which I think Nova's pretty much got to come in this time around. And I'm talking, let's see here. All right, Nova with a 10-second gap to Cooper. I think we're losing about 20 seconds in the pit, so Cooper's going to have a pretty good advantage over Nova Logical and BFD here. Get back here to Affinity. Affinity taking a run back at Cooper. What's going to end up being the top spot. Affinity closing up on the back of that McLaren. He's going to have a good run here. I think he's going to probably get by him. Cooper going to cover the inside. No, he's going to move to the outside. Going to give Affinity that inside up into the corner. And Affinity going to move back into second. Cooper fighting back on the outside, going to try to cross over, but not enough. And he's going to tuck in behind now, sitting back in third. So once again, this is your fight for the lead right here with Affinity and Cooper. I think Rusted has to come in the pit right now if he's going to have any chance to come out anywhere close to Logical in that 5th spot. Let's see what he does here. And he's going to keep going. He's going to keep pushing. Is he going to try to push to softs? I don't know. He's got to at least come in and get one tire change. One time or another. I think he's going to stretch these out, and I think he's going to put him back in that 5th spot. I think the best Rusted is looking for right now is maybe 5th. Unless he gets a safety car or something big happens here. He's looking pretty good for his shot at the first win here, but we'll see how this tire strategy works out for him. This is your fight right here with Affinity and Cooper. Cooper looking to pick up his 2nd win of the season with League of Misfits. He won earlier in the year. I don't remember what track it was, but it might have been Bahrain. But he's got his hands full with Cooper. Cooper, the championship point leader, all over the back of him here in this 2nd spot. We're running laps 17 to 28. I'm off of turn number 11. This is where most of our passes have been today. In this DRS zone between 11 and 12. As you can see, Cooper getting a really good run here on Affinity. Going to take that 2nd spot back away. Just a nice pass. You can look back and see BFD and Logical kind of back there in the distance, about 4 seconds back. Cooper locks up that. Lets Affinity close back up on him. So let's see if Nova finally decides to come in this time. He's losing some ground here to these guys. And looks like he is going to peel off into the pits. Let's see where he comes out. I think he's going to find a gap there between 5th and 6th place there once he comes out of the pits with those new tires on. Let's see what he does. Going to peel off into the pits. Looks like they're going to put on a new set of mediums here on this Williams car for Nova. You can see Logical making his way by, BFD making his way by. Russ are going to come out of the pits there in 5th. Gap back to Murph there in that 6th spot. We'll go back up here to the front. So here's our fight for the lead right now. Affinity and Cooper. Affinity led a lot of the race early. Cooper got up there in a battle and they made a little contact. Cooper went around, fell back to about 5th spot and has made his way back to the front. Let's see if Affinity can hold on. This is about our best race on. This is our best race on the track right now. Everybody else is about a second or second half away from each other at least. All right, let's see if this is good enough of an advantage here to go back to the front. Affinity now looking to the inside. I don't think he's got enough of a run here to do anything. I think he's going to have to tuck back in behind him. There's not enough. Unless he makes a really, really late lunge. Seeing lots of lockup. Cooper, the big lockup there, right? He goes wide off of turn number 12. That's going to let Affinity close right up on the back of him. Affinity looking underneath of him as they are side by side. And BFD's actually making up some ground. He was a little over 2 seconds back. He's now 1.9. So these guys kind of swapping positions back and forth. It looks like it's allowing BFD to make his way a little closer to the front, but he does have that 3-second penalty. Cooper running a good line there off that last corner, but Affinity's got a good run here as they head up the hill. I don't think he's going to have enough to make a move. And he's going to tuck back in behind, try to fight another day. Cooper having a little struggle coming off the corners. Car's got a little bit of, like it's losing a little bit of traction. He comes off the corner. That's to let Affinity close up. And you can see Affinity running really well through this set of corners, through this portion of the track, and he's all over the back of Cooper now. Just 0.3 of a second back, 0.4 of a second back. Affinity and Cooper just going at it here at COTA. Oh, Cooper with a slip. I looked up at the different other screen for a second. And Cooper with a slip, and I think Affinity was behind him at the DRS section zone, so he is going to have that advantage, even though he passed him as they came off the corner. So now Affinity with a good little run down up into turn number 12, and he is going to go back to the point. Let's see if Cooper can hang on here now. Cooper with a big slip. Cooper's tires look like he might be wearing him out pretty quickly because he is struggling here getting off the corners. You can see the car breaking traction. In the meantime, BFD is now worked up on the back. As Logical also working his way up to this fight. We are about to have a 4-car battle for the lead here real quick. If Logical can just make up a little bit. And Rusted has made up some ground. He was about 5 or 6 seconds back when he started coming out of the pits. He's back in with about 3.5 seconds. So here's our fight now up in front. 3-car battle. Cooper making a run at Affinity. Looking to the outside. Affinity closes off the bottom. Cooper sweeps by on the outside as they head up into turn number 1. Nice defense there from Affinity, taking that bottom line away. BFD also right here. 3 of them going at it. Just a great race here. Lap 20 of 28. You can see Logical also made his way up into the back of this. So they're all within the top 4 within about 1.5 seconds of each other right now. They get going back and forth here enough. Rusted, I think, might work his way. We might have a 5-car battle for the lead here real shortly. Let's see what happens. Oh, BFD into the back of Cooper just a little bit. Didn't hurt Cooper any, but it sure hurt BFD's run off that corner. So that's going to let Logical look to the inside. We've got Cooper passing Affinity for the lead. And I think Logical's also going to get by BFD for 3rd. Logical almost had enough of a head of steam to get by Affinity as well. But not quite enough, so it's Cooper back to the point. 8 laps left to go as we come around here. We're going to start the 21st lap. Guess I should have been on the cinematic view here. There we go. That's a better shot of it. I was on the in-car for too long. So Cooper, Affinity, Logical, and BFD, your top 4, all right there together. It is still anybody's race right now. As we head around the last corner up the hill to turn number 1. Logical with an early dive underneath Affinity for that 2nd spot. And he is going to make his move all the way onto the back of Cooper. So Logical passed Affinity for 2nd. And he is right on the back of Cooper. In the meantime, I'm looking back at that 5th spot. And Rusted is making up tons of ground. He is now within 2.2 seconds of this fight. Logical setting his sights here on Cooper out in front. They're putting a little bit of a gap on those 2 Haas cars. Affinity falling about 1 second behind now. Lap 21 to 28. Logical looking to the inside. They make their way to turn 11. And he's going to have a good run off there. I think that's going to give Logical the lead here as they get up into turn number 12. Let's see if he's got enough of a head of steam to do it. Logical likes to make those late dives. Let's see if he does it here. See if he peels off to the inside. He does. To the inside of Cooper as they head into turn number 12. Logical looking for his first lead of the race. And he's got it right now, but not very much. Cooper's fighting right back on the inside. I think Cooper's going to have the point as they come off. Logical with a good run off the outside right there. Side by side. Good race here with Cooper and Logical. Top 5. Nova's now made his way back into this fight. So all these top 5 all within DRS range. BFD with that 3-second point penalty, or 3-second penalty, is going to have to put some gap on somebody if he's going to stay any better than 5th. Logical with the lead as they head up the hill. Cooper, Affinity, BFD, and Nova all right there together. It's a great shot of all 5 cars. BFD looked to the inside. Blocked off Nova there for a minute, but Nova is now going to look to the inside of BFD and see if he can get that 4 spot. Where are we at here? It looks like my call, that late pit stop for Nova, wasn't going to pay off, but it sure He's on the fresher tires of any of these guys right now with a couple laps newer on those mediums, and he has caught this fight for the lead. Let's see if he can make his way through. He makes his way into fourth past BFD, and he now has his sight sets on that third car of Affinity. Affinity with a little bit of a slip there. That's going to let Nova get around the outside as they head up. Nice move there from Nova to make that outside pass right there. Oh, little contact. Affinity catches the left rear of Nova, and it looks like it didn't hurt Nova. And now he sets his sights up on the front. Russet, Cooper, Logical, your top three. Cooper now to the point. Cooper, Logical, and Nova, your top three. BFD has made his way around at Affinity after Affinity made contact. Logical looking back to the inside. They were side by side here through the last time. And they're side by side again. This time they're switching positions. Cooper out in front. Logical in second. It looks like Affinity may be out of this race. Looks like he's had a little bit of technical issue. So we're down to a 3-car battle up in front with a BFD with a 3-second penalty. Another 3-second penalty for BFD as he comes into the pit. So it looks to be BFD out of this race. So we're down to a 3-car battle. We had a 5-car battle a second ago. Oh, little contact there from Cooper into the back of Logical. Logical, Cooper, and Nova. Your top three all over each other. Nova looking for his first win in the F1 League. Logical looking for his first win of the season. Cooper looking for his fourth. Nice move there from Cooper. I don't think we've seen anybody make a pass right there. It's Cooper now out in front of 23rd lap. Six laps left to go. They're fighting back and forth. Logical and Cooper just going back and forth. Nova's sitting right there behind him, just hoping somebody makes a mistake. He can get to the front of this. Nova looks to be the fastest of the three right now on the newer tires. If he can just get out in front, maybe he can run away with this. Logical, Cooper as they head down into turn number 12. It looks like they're going to go 3 wide. What a great shot right there. Logical at the point. Cooper to the inside, Nova to the outside. A lot of respect right there as they make it in the corner. Cooper holds that bottom. Logical gives them plenty of space. They give each other space, and it's all three of them here all together. Coming around to start lap number 24. This looks to come down to the wire. We only had 7 cars. It didn't look like it was going to be much of a race, but turned into a hell of a race here right now between these top three, between Logical, Cooper, and Nova. Let's see if they can finish this race out with somebody making a mistake. Hey, Nathan, see the follow-up there, buddy. Appreciate it. Didn't see you there. All right, we come off the last corner. We're going to start lap number 24. Logical to the point. Cooper trying to find a way around. Nova's got nowhere to go. These guys are side by side in front of him. He is just looking for a hole. Hopefully he hasn't used up all those tires making his way up here to the front. This is your podium right now. We got a caution in sector 3. It looks like it might be Murphy spun around, but he's got her going again, so no safety car, no VSC. Back car fight up here in the front. Take a view here from Nova looking forward. You can see he is just looking for a place to go. Nova in search of his first F1 win here. Just trying to find a way around. He gets right up on the back. Oh, he loses it. Got up on the back of Cooper. Just closed up too fast and had to check up and got a little bit loose. He's going to lose a lot of ground right there. He has got to stay in that DRS range if he's going to have a chance here. Cooper now going to look to the inside of Logical. And once again, they've swapped positions back. Another lockup from Cooper. Cooper's got to have some serious flat spots on those tires as much as he's locked him up here. But Cooper in the front. Logical fighting back again. They are side by side. Nova made up some ground after that earlier mistake. And he is back into this fight. Cooper, Logical, and Nova, your top three. Everybody else kind of out of this right now. Affinity with it looks like another penalty. BFD with another penalty. So that's going to be 4th and 5th. So this is our fight up here for the podium spots. I think it's, unless somebody crashes out here, this is going to be your podium. Just what order are they going to be in is the question. We got another caution back in Sector 3. I'm not sure who that was. Cooper, oh! Logical into the back of Cooper. He goes wide. That's going to let Nova get by him for second. Nova makes his way to second now behind Cooper. And he has got some clean air if he can get by Cooper here. Nova has looked like to be the dominant car this last portion of the race. Let's see if he can get to the front and see what he can do, but Cooper putting a little bit of a gap on him. Logical still fighting back in. Logical, a little bit of mistake, got in a little deep, running the back of Cooper, but he is still within fighting distance here. Oh, great run off the corner there from Nova. Let's see if he can take the point here from Cooper as they head up into turn number 12. He looks to be in position to do it. Let's see if he makes a lunge. He's going to look to the inside. Cooper doesn't defend, gives him the inside. And it's Nova back to the front, but Cooper fighting back. Give me a different view here. That's not the view I want to see. There we go. We looked at Logical. 3 wide. 3 wide for the lead. Nova to the front. Nova's got 3.5 laps. If he can stay out in front to claim his first win, and he's putting a little bit of a gap on these guys. Nova to the front. Cooper second. Logical sitting in third. Still all within about a half a second of each other, and it's 14 seconds back to BFD. And Affinity in that 4th and 5th spot. As they're ready to put a lap on, looks like on Cole right here. He's ghosted. Let's see if it distracts anybody or not. Nova making his way up the hill in that first spot. Cooper makes up some ground, goes to the outside. Let's see if he tries to do the switch over here, and he tries it, but did not work. Nova still out in front. He won the first DRS battle out in the lead. Let's see if he can hold on to it here. Nova, Cooper, Logical. It's the run lap number 26. 3 laps left to go. Affinity and BFD back here in 4th and 5th. The 2 Haas cars both had a little struggles late. They were up in this fight for the lead, but they've now fallen off the pace, both with 3-second penalties. All right, we look at Logical here. Still Nova, Cooper, and Logical. Cooper looks to the inside. He's going to have a run heading up into turn number 12. Nova back to second. I think if it was me, I'm going to want to be in second on that last lap heading into turn number 11 and make that run up the hill into 12. I think if you can get the lead heading into 12, you can keep it for the rest of the lap. So let's see what happens right here as we're on lap 26 coming around to start lap number 27. It's Cooper, Nova, and Logical. Cooper, the points leader at the moment with 3 wins on the season. Nova gets loose off that last corner. He gets almost completely sideways. A nice little save, and he's still in this fight. But that might cost him a chance at the win here. We'll see what happens. Cooper, Logical, and Nova still all going at it. Looks like maybe a little more contact there with Logical. Into the back of Cooper. Your top 3 here. The lap and a half left to go. This is going to be your top 3 for the podium. Let's see what order they're going to finish in. Looks like Cooper's rubber banding around a little bit. It kind of jumped on the screen right there. I don't know if it's my screen or everybody's, but... All right, here we go. Back into that DRS zone here. Let's see if Logicals can make a run here at Cooper as they head up into turn number 12. This is where most of our passes have been today. Logical looks to the inside. He's going to take the point away from Cooper. Cooper fights back up on the outside. And Nova right there with him. But nowhere to go. Cooper with a good fight. Cooper going to get back to the point, but Logical gets loose. Gets loose off the corner, loses ground. That's going to put Nova back up into second. As we are heading to this last part, lap number 27, getting ready to start the last lap of the race. Cooper gets a 1.2 second lead. I didn't see what happened back here, but Nova and Logical going at it right here. I think that's going to get, unless somebody can get back together here. I think we just saw Cooper get the win. 2-second gap back to Logical and Nova. So I think now our fight is for second. I thought we were going to have a 3-car battle right to the end, but something happened there with Nova and Logical. And that is going to let Cooper get a second and a half away here as they head into the last. As we are heading into the last lap here. Unless Nova can really make up some ground, he can make up a couple tenths of a second here as they head up into turn number 11 in the DRS zone. This is the last chance he's got. And it looks like he's going to be close. He's going to be within that DRS as they make it up the hill, up in the turn number 11, right at the DRS zone. So let's see what kind of run he can get on Cooper as they head into turn number 12. He's about 0.8 of a second back. That's a long way back. Let's see what he can do with it. This is his last chance. He's got to make a late lunge here if he is going to take this lead away from Cooper. He is not close enough to do it. Cooper with another lock up here, so 3 cars. Oh, Cooper around. Cooper spins it around coming off that corner, off of turn number 12. That gives Nova the lead. Logical in second. Nova out in front with just a couple corners left to go to take his first F1 win. Let's see what he's got. Logical all over the back of him. 0.3 of a second back. It looked like Cooper just got loose and spun around. And we're going to come off a last corner right here, turn number 20. Nova with the lead as they come off the corner. Logical right there with him. It looks like Nova gets a little bit loose, but he is going to take the win. Nova with the win. Logical second. Cooper going to come home in third. BFD looking to come across in fourth. Affinity in fifth. Both of those guys with 3-second penalties. So BFD coming around here, going to finish the race there in fifth. Murph with not one of his better days, but he is going to finish this race, come home in sixth. Great win there from Nova. I really thought Nova, I thought they'd given up, just given that win to Cooper there as they come off of turn number 12 for that final lap. But Cooper spun off of turn number 12 on the final lap. Why would Logical be driving? That should be Nova. Nova's driver of the day. We're taking that away from Logical. Logical's not driver of the day. Whoever voted for Logical is wrong. Nova's driver of the day right there. Good race there. That was a great race. Wasn't sure what we were going to see with 7 cars, but it turned into just a hell of a great race. Congratulations to Nova. Logical coming home in second. Cooper in third. That is your podium. All right, that was a fun one. Thanks for being here with us. Wow, that was fun. Great race up front. It was really fun. We had all 5 cars up there, and then Affinity and BFD had a little problem. But congratulations to Nova on the win. Logical still looking for his first win of the season. Cooper's still going to retain the points championship lead as they come out of this. And they're going to head into week number 11 to Singapore next week. We'll try to be there for it if we can. But join us tomorrow with, like I said, we're joining forces with the Sim Racing Media tomorrow. We're going to cover some truck races with them for the Western States Racing League on iRacing. So join us tomorrow for that. And thanks a lot for being here. We'll see you again next time.